Hello my friends, Chef Boyardee 2. Ever since I started doing this blog, I've been asked numerous times how I learned how to cook. Well, to be honest with you, it was a matter of survival. I grew up in an Italian-Irish family in New York. I was one of 6 kids, and my mother worked. Not saying that she wasn't a good cook, but she just wasn't a good cook. But we had an Italian grandmother. Everybody knew her. She was about this big. And when we became of age, the rite of passage was when she and my uncle took us into the kitchen and showed us how to make the Scarselletti secret family spaghetti sauce. And I've had this is an address book. I mean, do people even have these anymore? This has to be at least 35 years old, all right? And my recipe is right there. I wrote that many years ago. So I thought I would share it with you. Now, one thing about our sauce is, other than using the obvious tomatoes, tomato puree, tomato paste as your base, we use a loin of pork, hot sausage, mild sausage, pepperoni, and then the meatballs later on in the sauce. But the meats are in the sauce and they infuse their flavor. And we cook this all day long with the smell permeating throughout the house. It's the best. So I am going to let you in on that little secret, though I may have to kill you, but it is delicious. It is a lot of natural ingredients, and it is easy to do. So let me get everything all ready for you. I'll be right back. So here you have my ingredients for the Scarselletti spaghetti sauce. Okay, we have the cans of tomatoes, tomato puree, and tomato paste. But then we have the meats. Here is a loin of pork, and it has the bone in. I have some sweet sausage and hot sausage, pepperoni, and then we have obviously our basil, our extra virgin olive oil, Parmesan cheese, parsley, garlic, and onions. Those are the ingredients that we use. So what I'll do is I'm going to open up the cans of tomato sauce and put it in my wonderful Dutch oven here. Then I will brown all my meats and then put it in the sauce to cook for the rest of the day. I'll be right back. Okay, first thing I do, I open all the cans that I have of the tomato products, put it in this pot. Then I add some water. You'll see the measurements on the recipe. And then for my seasonings, I have fresh basil out of our garden, parsley, garlic that I minced, and salt and pepper. And then I will then take the flavors from the meats that I'm going to cook and put them into the sauce. First thing I'm cooking is the loin of pork. I cut it into chunks, and guess what I'm cooking it in? Truth be told, bacon grease. That's what my grandmother said, that's what I do. I season it with salt and pepper. I'm going to brown it on all sides, and then I'm going to put it in the sauce and let it cook thoroughly in the sauce. Once I've cooked these literally on all sides into the sauce, just like that, they go. Next we have the hot and mild sausage. Again, we're going to cook it on all sides, brown them, and put them like that into the sauce. Last but not least is some pepperoni. Now notice I still have it cooking in the bacon grease and the grease from the sausage and the grease from the loin of pork. Just keep cooking it in the grease, and then at the end when I put the pepperoni, which really gives it a nice kick into it, I'm going to put that grease in with it and let it cook. And here we have the sauce with all the meat simmering. I'm going to turn it down to a low heat, put a cover on it, and then I'm going to walk away, watch the masters, and let it sit for hours. See how easy that was? Talk to you later.